exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. So for the Thunder, their last game, a loss to Golden State in Oakland.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality...
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. And here now the Thunder. No good from Durant. 3-on-3. Parker's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Durant attacking. Shot's good.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And Westbrook, here we go. That's good. Westbrook's got 7.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
They get it back. Parker outside. From deep three-point range. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. It's tipped. And the rejection by Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Spurs passing it around. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And he misses all 3.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking him down today.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Martin comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the 3rd fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Cantor kicks to Waiters. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Martin. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Kyle Singler's checked in for Russell Westbrook. The Spurs also with the sub. Boris Diaz checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Cantor dishes to Foy. 6 to shoot. Diaw with the steal. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
It's West with the drive. Martin. It's deflected. And they're able to recover to end the run. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And David West, the bucket on the assist from Kevin Martin.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for the Thunder. Otto Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio. Thunder trailing by 6. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Cantor shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's Diaw. Morrow with the rebound. Here's Ibaka. Makes it off the glass.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Spurs out in front. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs, the ageless ones, Diaw and Duncan, are down low. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. And it's Parker in the 1 spot. Westbrook drives in.
2 shots, gentlemen.
It's his first trip to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good. And the Thunder making a change here. Robertson's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Aldridge comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Parker with another miss. The Thunder shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Pass to Durant. Parker with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Green leading the charge.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Here's Leonard. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And over time, it looked like they were resigned to their fate. They kind of gave in. It's hard to come back when you get down like they were, and they just didn't seem to have enough fight to make a go of it.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Singler, he's checked in for Waiters. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Martin's checked in. The Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Aldridge, the pass to Duncan. Crafty move. Thunder with the rebound. Durant got his 3rd rebound tonight. For 3, Westbrook. Roberson gets the bucket. Roberson's got his first points of the night.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Green. Over Durant. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Spurs trailed by 8. It's stolen by Adams. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Baca comes in for Kevin Durant. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. The Spurs also changing it up. West is checked in for Duncan. Kyle Anderson comes in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. San Antonio calls timeout. Otto Ginobili's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ginobili left side. Trying to get back on track. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, in the first half play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Ibaka, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Cantor kicks to Singler. Here's Foy. Shoots. Kevin Martin grabs the board.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Cantor's shot is off.
Great-looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
To the left wing, Ibaka. This is a single. Screen by Ibaka. Foy, the pass to Singler. To the middle. Stolen by Anderson. Pushing it up. With 1 on the clock. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 6. And the basket from Kevin Martin. Near the three-point line, it's Foy. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient the player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants, and in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The Thunder leading by 5. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Durant just inside the line. Here's Adams. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Green. He kicks it to Leonard. It's Parker outside. They grab their own miss, but they recover it. Tries again, and it's Aldridge with the bucket inside. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up. Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Parker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Duncan's got his first points of the night. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
The Thunder leading by 3.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Leonard, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put up.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
And he sinks the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
He feeds it to Aldridge. Green kicks to Parker. And it's blocked by Adams.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Westbrook, no good.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Diaw dishes to Leonard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Dennis Cantor's checked in for Oklahoma City. Then for the Spurs, West is checked in for Aldridge. Ginobili comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker. It's Durant with the drive. Got it. Good job in the low post. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Inside. It's tipped. Green with the ball. And it's Waiters picking him up. From 10 feet out. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Westbrook passes to Waiters. Ginobili with the steal. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And San Antonio with the change here too. Anderson's checked in. Here's Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Here we can get a look at Oklahoma City, Kevin, and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. Third in rebound, third in second chance points. And they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
And you look at their ferocious rebounding. They're imposing their will, and you can see the results. Their physicality is yielding tremendous dividends.
Martin's checked in for Boris Diaw.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Passes it to Ginobili. Anderson outside. Will it go? And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They get it again. And Voigt kicks to Kanter. For 3, Westbrook. They get it back. Kanter's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Mills dishes to West. From 11 feet away. And Durant sends it back. Here's Westbrook. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. That'll be a 5-second call.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Here is Durant. The dish to Foye. Ibaka, the pass to Adams. The shot misses. So the Spurs will take it the other way. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Leonard in the small forward position. And Voigt kicks to Roberson. Here's Adams. San Antonio with the rebound.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Deflects the pass. Leonard attacking. And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Durant dishes to Robertson.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Andre Robertson. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Parker passes to Aldridge. Fades away. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Adams kicks to 4. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by 4. 11 points for Kevin Durant.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Durant for 3. Again, Durant missing. Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And that one's good. Parker.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Durant. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Parker's shot is off.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Parker with the steal. Leonard attacking. Thunder with the rebound. Durant got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Adams' shot is off.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Here's Aldridge. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Aldridge has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. It's stolen by Green. Out in his own on the break. Stolen by Westbrook. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. Green kicks to Duncan. Leonard on the wing. On the wing, Green. From deep three-point range. They get a hand on it.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
On defense, San Antonio. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Adams. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Twice.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 4. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Kanter. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Parker. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 6-point Spurs lead.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're losing by 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
That's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
Here's Kanter. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And Westbrook, here we go. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Here's Roberson. And the shot is long. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but
being on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pop, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the.
The Chicago Bulls are on the road in this interconference game today. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. So for the Thunder, their last game, a loss to Golden State in Oakland.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all the... Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one... And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru?
Word? That's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
But what you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo, Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So,
I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of three. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and saying acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. Lot of frontin' like they ill.
Word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You've got to make things happen.
And Clark, I think you're spot on with your analysis. They clearly, to me, have lost some confidence, and that's led them to force things on the court. You start to press and not trust one another. So they're going to have to figure out a way to get back to the basics and really start to believe in one another if they want to turn things around.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in the 3 slot. Inside. It's stolen by Adams. Ahead. Here's Westbrook. Moves back up. And it's Adams getting it to go.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Pass to Butler. The 10-footer. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Beyond the arc. Westbrook, no good.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
Here's Butler. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there. Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need. And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Here's Gibson. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Durant in the corner. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And he gets it to go. Adams has got 6 points.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Dunleavy dishes the Rose. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, he's got such great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Durant with it. Butler covering. Adams' shot is off.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Here's Ibaka. Here's Roberson. They get it back. Ibaka, the pass to Adams. And that one's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's stolen by Adams. Here's Roberson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Thunder with some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Philadelphia.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
They get the rebound. Here's Noah. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Kanter.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago. There's the feed to Waiters. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Thunder out in front, up 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Portis. Ejuan Moore is out there with Brooks. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Holiday in at the small forward. Here's Waiters. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And here comes Moore leading the fast break. It's deflected. They recover it. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kyle Singler. Andre Robertson comes in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Foy. Chicago also making some changes. Jimmy Butler comes in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Rose in for Brooks.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Mitch McGary comes in for Steven Adams. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Cantor. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Rose kicks to Gasol. And it's Rose penetrating. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Westbrook. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got 8.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
And it's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. So for the Bulls, Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Dunleavy in for Justin Holiday. Here's Rose, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Rose has got his second basket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Bulls trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And stretching back to the break, here's how the Thunder have performed. First in rebounding, second in scoring. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Right side Gibson. Shoots from the baseline. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for McGary. Joakim Noah's checked in for Chicago. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
Both shots good from the stripe. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there are some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now, but having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. Here's Dunleavy. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Roberson. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. McDermott comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Rose.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
For three, Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Dunleavy dishes to Noah. Brooks misses.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Westbrook with the steal. Waiters passes to Westbrook. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Stolen by Waiters. Inside, Foy. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Foy's got his first bucket of the night. Brooks with it. Westbrook picks him up. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Shot's good by Waiters.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And again, Chicago, no good. And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. Ibaka dishes to Westbrook. Inside. Stolen by Noah. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Thunder just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, the rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. We'll take a look at the Warriors. And, of course, there's the Thunder. They're tied right now. Bulls trail by 21. Rose with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Thunder ball.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. That one from long range. Durant's got the first field goal of the second half for Oklahoma City. Westbrook with the steal. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Westbrook with the bucket.
They've really caused a lot of trouble with their defense, and it's paying dividends for them at the other end.
Good defense leads to easy offense. No one can question that's the case right now.
On the rebound goes to the Thunder. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Dunleavy. And both free throws good for Westbrook. Chicago calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Durant, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. It's stolen by Ibaka. And Gasol sends it back. Down low. Here's Butler. Yes! Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Here's Roberson. No good. And it's Chicago the other way.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Holiday inside the line. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Morrow, no good. For Chicago, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Portis, the pass to Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen for shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Adams. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. The dish to Butler. Plenty of space. The Thunder pull it in. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Rose with the ball. Here's Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And he gets it to go. Roberson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. They faced off right here last time they met, but the Hornets just couldn't pull out the win.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. The Bulls also changing it up. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Portis. And McDermott subbed in for Justin Holiday. Four. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
But they recover it. Stolen by Waiters. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
They have constantly shot themselves in the foot this quarter with all of these turnovers.
Very simple. You can't score if you can't maintain possession.
And Singler kicks to Collison. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the paint. Here's Cantor. The layup missed.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And oh, here we go. Foy's got it. The fast break chance. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And Waiters with the bucket on the assist by Singler. And that's now 8 points for Dion Waiters. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
That one misses. Here's Mirotic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure and close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Rose with the ball. And it's Waiters picking him up. Here's Butler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
He doesn't get the second one. The Thunder have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Foy shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Foy's got 4 points in the quarter. McDermott dishes to Noah from 12 feet out. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Collison, the pass to Cantor. Back to Collison. Foy from long range. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Foy's got 9 points. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Thunder out in front. They finish off the third quarter on a 20-6 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Thunder shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Noah is up there at Mirotic. And it's McDermott in at the 3, the small forward. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Noah.
Oklahoma City foul call. That's his first personal foul.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost him.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
You know, Clark, losing teams handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope and a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system. But it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Payne can't hit.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
And with great spacing in the NBA, you need great shooting. More than ever, shooting and spacing, Clark, are at a premium in the NBA for teams.
Yeah, well, it starts with point guards being able to break down defenses and get into the lane to create open shots. You want to be able to create space for the point guards to drive, so you need shooters on the wings.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Kyle Singler. Foy comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. To the middle. It's deflected. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Ibaka. And that one hits back iron.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Doug McDermott.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch. And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Greg, a lot of NBA players do play through injury. Last year, for instance, LaMarcus Aldridge played most of the regular season with a thumb injury that required surgery. Mike Conley, Clark Kellogg, we saw in the postseason play with the mask with a facial fracture.
Yeah, and it's hard to make a blanket statement if it's good or bad for guys to do that. You just hope the player heeds the doctor's advice and doesn't do any further damage by playing injured.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so they foul intentionally. For the Thunder, Cantor comes in for McGarry. And Kyle Singler subbed in for Serge Ibaka. Rose kicks to McDermott. Knocked loose. Butler dishes to Noah. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's 6 points for Joakim Noah.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Cantor. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Shoots from 12. It's tipped. They get it back. And that one's good by Noah.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
Clark, the biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
You know, I thought both teams worked hard at both ends, but sky-high field goal percentage and pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Excellent effort tonight.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first two.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first two against a team, you can often get down on yourself. They overcame that mental roadblock and were impressive in doing so.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Russell Westbrook. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will. And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And he gets it to go.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And he can't get the first one.
Derrick Rose taking 2 shots.
That one is no good. Here's Morrow, looking to get back on track here. And the layup is up and in.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
I won't bow down to no man.
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at Oklahoma City.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You got to make things happen.
And Clark, I think you're spot on with your analysis. They clearly, to me, have lost some confidence, and that's led them to force things on the court. You start to press and not trust one another. So they're going to have to figure out a way to get back to the basics and really start to believe in one another if they want to turn things around.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So the Thunder 5 right now. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Cantor in the center position. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Golden State.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Here's Thompson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Irving kicks to James. And the rejection by Ibaka. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Irving passes to Smith. Lets it go from 14.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Really, that's his specialty right there. Finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
The Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
And a miss there on the triple.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
On its way from Irving for 2. Off the left rim and out. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Smith for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 6 points for J.R. Smith.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And here's James outside. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And here they go.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's James, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. 9 seconds left in the first. Outside jumper. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assists. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Here we can get a look at Oklahoma City, Kevin, and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. 3rd in rebounding, 3rd in second chance points. And they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
And you look at their ferocious rebounding. They're imposing their will, and you can see the results. Their physicality is yielding tremendous dividends.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Dellavedova. The Thunder making the shot. Smith, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Cavaliers leading. It's deflected. Stolen by Kanter. Here's Waiters. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Well, they got the other team in foul trouble and frustrated them as well, and I think that really kind of shaped the whole context and tenor of the game.
The Cavaliers shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. Singler, he's checked in for the Thunder. Roberson comes in for Anthony Morrow.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
When I enter the building. I drink some, keep it in my poncho, light up like Castro, blow out from get-go, pro when I said go, grow like an afro, play like Ronaldo, hot like I'm death row, waiting, light as a pillow, dance on my tiptoe, like I tie box go. Come with some, glass since we hung. So go low, go slow, roll like a polo. How we live.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports.
Ready?
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling. You can hear the roar here in Oklahoma City. It'll be the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Look at Oklahoma City.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation.
DJ Khaled. Convict music. We the best. We taking over. Listen.
Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali. Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel hit switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the out. With it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need, I said, I
If
get
you
it.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't you unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. 'Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Black flag, we rich. Yeah.
Listen.
Bounce, it's what I does. I get money a day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. Ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we did it. Biggie in my city. Please no fit it. Hit 'em too. The bread and get stupid. Money that come, run it like water. Money so hot. Miami on fire, you better be. Might get from the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one. I woke up in a new.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder. We're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at San Antonio.
This is a special matchup. I mean, we got here tonight. Two rival franchises, a lot of history between the two, and some bad blood. So let's just see how all this adds up in terms of drama.
And guys, I think if you ask them, as far as they're concerned, this game counts twice in the standings. I mean, it carries that kind of weight. It really holds that kind of significance for both of them.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5, roaming the paint. They grab their own miss. Here's Adams. And the rejection by Leonard. No luck. Nice D from Durant. Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Roberson. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches.
Oh, nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
It's stolen by Adams. Durant against Leonard. Duncan with the block. But they get it back. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
That one misses. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Again, Duncan missing.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Kyle Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Kevin Martin, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Spurs.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
And Anderson kicks it to West. 11 feet away. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Foy. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And Waiters kicks to Singler. Stolen by Anderson. And now West pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Here's Diaw. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Stolen by Anderson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Martin. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys kind of rolled over during this run.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Kyle Singler. That'll be a 5-second call.
It's been kind of a comedy of errors for them in the first half so far. They've been all over the place.
Yeah, just too many turnovers, and it has not been pretty offensively.
Here's Diaw. Goes back up. Shot is no good. Excellent D from Cancer. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Foy missing. Spurs leading by 4. Ginobili kicks to Mills. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Ibaka goes in. And he gets it to go. Ibaka's got his first bucket in this one. He got it up. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Anthony Morrow. And it's Waiters in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Aldridge. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, and of course the San Antonio Spurs, tied right now. On defense, San Antonio. Shots good by Ibaka.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes you a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Durant's checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Waiters. And it's Andre Robertson in for Anthony Morrow.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Durant. 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here. That is not a good feeling when a dunk bangs out on you. Trust me on that.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Aldridge. Kyle Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Martin's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And Roberson kicks to Singler. Over to the left wing. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Martin. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment. He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
It's Anderson with the drive. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. They get it back. Roberson can't hit.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And finished off by Martin.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
For the Thunder, Nick Collison's checked in for Singler, and it's Foy in for Andre Robertson. And San Antonio also making a switch. Ginobili's checked in. For three, Westbrook. David West grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 8. To the middle. Stolen by Durant. Here's Foy. David West grabs the miss. The Spurs have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And Durant sends it back. That pushes it to double digits. 51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Westbrook dishes to Foy. Durant just inside the line. Here's Cantor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Snatched up. Dion. No good. Thunder trailing by 8. And Foy kicks to Cantor. West with the steal. Here's Ginobili. And Durant sends it back. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And a Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in the 3 slot. And it's blocked by Adams. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And here we go with Adams running it up the court. They get it back. Roberson gets the bucket.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive line. Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. First in free throw percentage, first in second chance points, and they're ranked third in outside shooting, three-point percentage, that is.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
So they take the lead. Waiters got 5 now.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Parker's running. And Green gets it to go. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
All alone. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now it's a 3-point Spurs lead, and Waiters with the stuff.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And over time, it looked like they were resigned to their fate. They kind of gave in. It's hard to come back when you get down like they were, and they just didn't seem to have enough fight to make a go of it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
And the Thunder with some changes. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Adams. Morrow comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Kevin Martin is checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Parker. Duncan with it. Cantor covering. Shots good by Mills. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Kawhi Leonard. Morrow the pass to Ibaka. Here's Payne. Oklahoma City gets it back. Ibaka, no luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Here's Payne, and nothing is falling for him right now.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The dish tomorrow. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Morrow drops them both. 1:11 left to play in the third. Here's Martin. The Spurs rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Our timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder with some changes. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. And so here is Oklahoma City. 4-point game. Left side Durant. Inside. Cantor's shot is off. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Thunder have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field.
Oh! I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Knocked away. Stolen by Anderson. Shot's good by Mills. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Spurs leading by 4. They've got Foy. Durant is out there with Adams. And there's Roberson. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. To the paint. Here's Foy. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game. And it's Green missing. Here's Roberson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's San Antonio with it. The feed now to Leonard. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. Adams dishes to Durant. Duncan with the block. Parker drives in. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Outside, Green. Dishes it to Leonard. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Randy Ford. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He warned his team to get back in transition defense, saying they're giving up way too many fast break buckets, and he wants an end to it. He said, hey, let's slow the tempo and make them take some tough shots. A sound defensive strategy, Kevin.
Back to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Roberson. Off target from outside. Fast break, here they come. And Green with the basket on the assist from Leonard. And the Spurs lead by one.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Thunder. Thunder have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for San Antonio.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do.
Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it, with it. Come on with it, with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
More levels, more devils. Diesel, airing out the stage like a Neville, brother.
Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to.
Feel the adrenaline going. This makes.
On you stink, MCs don't give a what you think. Rapping if it's beef, I hit a brinks and put that kind of paper on your head to make a lot of blink. Now think, wouldn't you rather keep it music than to lose it all cause of music? I'm sure that's not how Bambaataa wanted us to use it. Now move it before I lose it.
Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option. You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000. There you go.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, and losers go home.
Crazy. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
Real cinema, the feature's a top feature. Whose favorite MC is the Bronx teacher? Flows long around hooks so the words reach you. Joe Jackson on you, Mike up, beat you. Now beat it before I pull his Tito. In your ego, it's front page news, read it. My style is the barker over beats like Travis, I bark 'em. Spark 'em, overwritten flows like overflowing toilet bowls. The game is a mess. Beef ain't really over when the only way for me to met your check.